I can't forget the day I discovered that my husband, the love of my life, is from the realm of the Jinn. After 14 years of love and marriage, I recently learned that he is from another world. The story isn't terrifying, but it has left a pain in my heart and soul that is indescribable. The first time I met Harry, I was 18 years old. I fell in love with him. He was calm, beautiful, and had all the qualities that any girl could wish for. We got to know each other for a year, got engaged the following year, and married at the end of that second year. After 10 years of marriage, during which he never upset me or caused me any trouble, I found myself the one creating problems. Yet, he managed to resolve them with such ease and calmness. Despite all those years of marriage, it was God's will that we wouldn't have children. One day, from the very beginning, he woke up agitated for no reason. When I tried to talk to him, he snapped at me, something he had never done before since I met him. That night, when he returned, I was the one trying to calm him down and find out what was bothering him. I asked him, "What's wrong with you?" "It's the first time I see you like this." Without looking at me, he said, "Does it matter to you?" What a strange tone. "Did I do something to upset you?" I asked. He turned to me and said, "There's something important I want you to know, and the decision is yours." I asked, "What is it?" He replied, "I want you with me, Meryem." I smiled and said, "Was I ever away from you?" Harry asked, "Do you love me?" Meryem, "Do you have any doubt about that?" Harry, "Please tell me the truth." Meryem, "I have never loved anyone else, nor will I ever love anyone besides you. Only the foolish would be with you and not love you, but there is something for sure." Harry, "I want you with me in my world." Meryem, "As if I'm from another world, right?" Harry took a deep breath and said, "Yes." Meryem, "Okay then, I'm with you in your world." Harry, irritated, said, "Meryem, I'm not human. I'm from the Jinn." For some reason, I couldn't help but laugh. "Of course it's funny. You're a genie." Harry, seriously, what are you laughing at? Meryem, "At my husband, who doesn't know what he's saying when he gets hungry." Harry, "But I'm serious. I'm a king among the Jinn." Meryem, "So I'm a queen now, right?" She continued laughing. Harry, "Meryem." I jumped at the sound of his raised voice. "What is it, Harry?" Harry, "I'm serious, and you must come with me to my world so I can reclaim my throne. We are divided into 2 clans with 2 kings. The other king wanted to conquer our clan, but my father fought him and lost his life after we won the battle. I took his place, and to be with you, I conceded to my younger brother, under the condition that after the period defined by them, a month where they live with you, you have to come with me."
Meryem, scared. "But we've been married for almost 12 years. Harry, angrily. "That's a matter of time. You won't understand until you come with me." Meryem, "I'm scared. And you know that. And honestly, I can't believe what you're saying." Harry, "The decision is yours, Meryem, and you must come down with me. If I don't win this battle, the second king will take over the entire clan, especially since my brother is very weak in his rule. Your return with me is what will allow me to rule them again. And if you don't come back, then forget that you ever met me, but I won't leave you, Meryem. Your return with me to my world is essential and must happen. If not now, I'll take you with me on the last day of your life. Meryem, I can't do something like that, even if what you're saying is true." Harry, "You have 2 days to think about it, and during that time, I'll be with you. Whenever you decide, I'll be here." Meryem, "I've decided that I will never do something like this, no matter how much you pressure me or what you do." Harry, "Then you're the one who's done this to yourself, Meryem." In an instant, it hit Meryem that Harry, in less than a minute, was standing in front of her in his true form. She felt as though she were in a cave, and Meryem froze in her place, her eyes widening in terror as she looked at Harry, who had transformed before her eyes from the beloved husband into another being in a majestic form resembling mythical creatures. He had not only human features, but delicate, shimmering wings and eyes that hinted at undiscovered worlds. What? What is happening? Mariam stammered, gripping the edges of her clothes as if trying to anchor herself to reality. I am Harry, but not the version you know. I am from a different world, the world of fairies, and I have come here for my duty. His voice echoed in the cave, carrying a deep urgency. Why didn't you tell me before? She asked in shock. I've lived with you all these years, and I had no idea about any of this. Harry moved closer to her, wearing an expression filled with seriousness. I had to keep this hidden so you wouldn't get caught up in my struggles. But now, things are different. The second king wants revenge, and I must return to save my kingdom. Tears welled up in Meryem's eyes, not just from fear, but also from pain. And what about me? What about our lives? We've lived together. I thought everything was perfect. Harry slowly shook his head. I want that too, but there are things greater than our love. If I don't return, my family will fall, and you will be in danger because of your connection to me. Mariam locked his words in her mind. This was much bigger than just an ordinary love story. It meant the fate of an entire world. How can I be a part of all this? I'm just an ordinary person, Mariam. You are more than you think. You have an inner strength you don't even know exists. I chose you because my heart, even in this world, only beats for you. He raised his hand and gently touched her cheek. But you must decide. Will you come back with me, or will you stay here? Remember, if you choose to do this, you must be ready to face whatever comes. Mariam froze for a moment, thinking of everything she had lived through with him, every moment in her life. Their love was stronger than anything else, but taking such a step was terrifying. Can you bring everything back to how it was if I choose to stay? I can't. The world I left will change, and you have to decide if you can live outside of all this. His eyes were filled with worry and uncertainty, as if reflecting all the struggles he had endured. Mariam, where am I? Harry, don't be afraid. You are still in your world. I can't take you with me if you don't agree. Mariam, sadly, is it possible I've lived all these years with a demon? Harry, Mariam, I'm not a demon. I'm a fairy. There's a big difference. Everything I did for you was sincere, to the point that I can't force you to come with me against your will. Mariam, rigidly, you won't be able to. You know why? Because you are deceitful and liars. No matter what you are, you're a creature of fire, a demon, and you have great powers. Maybe none of us have. But that doesn't give any of you the right to marry a human. My words were very hard on him, his eyes turning red from anger. I closed my eyes tightly and covered my ears. I didn't know what he might do. Sometimes the truth hurts to the highest degree. Then he said, "You have 2 days to think. I'll be with you, and during these 2 days, let your heart guide you. You have always been a force in my life, no matter the circumstances.